Welcome to Vegas Business Spotlight, the podcast that brings you the brightest minds and success stories from the bustling business scene in and around Las Vegas. Join us as we journey behind the neon lights and uncover the strategies, triumphs, and insights that shape the entrepreneurial landscape of the City of Lights. From visionary startups to industry titans, get ready to be inspired by the stories of those who've turned dreams into reality on this iconic stage. And now, your host, Tim Knifton.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Vegas Business Spotlight, sponsored by RSVP Las Vegas. I'm Tim Knifton, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you here with us today as we continue our journey through the vibrant world of Las Vegas entrepreneurship. Before we dive into today's conversation, I want to extend a warm welcome to our featured guest. Joining us today is Shane Hayes with PDQ Electric. We're honored to have him on the show today to share his experiences, insights, and wisdom he has gained over his remarkable journey to success. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Shane, welcome to the Vegas Business Spotlight. We're delighted to have you here today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you, and thank you for having me on.
Fantastic. So let's jump right in, and we'll start by hearing a little bit about your journey and incredible work you're doing here in Las Vegas. So tell me your 30-second elevator pitch.
30-second elevator. I'm an electrical contractor, C2. I'm licensed to do everything basically electrical in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the surrounding areas. I handle everything from residential, commercial, industrial. We specialize in service work, come and fixing your problems directly, and we also are expanding into new constructions and high-end remodels for businesses and industrial parks.
Wow, that's great. That must keep you busy.
Yeah, I'm only 21. It's making me old.
It's the camera, I'm sure. So, can you tell me about your early days starting PDQ Electric? What inspired you to start your own business?
Well, I was a union employee, and when the economy kind of tanked in 2009, I was either go to work for myself or become a troll underneath the bridge. And since I like eating, I decided to open PDQ. I did a dual function at the time. I was handyman as well as electrical. But my 35 years of experience is mostly electrical. So in 2016, I dialed it down to just what I do and I know how to do and I love doing is electrical work. And it was just me and my wife. She's also an electrician as well. And she is my partner and co-operator and co-owner. And without her, this would be hard to do.
Wow, that's great. How did those early experiences shape the way you're running your business today?
My earlier experiences was I was a technician trying to run a business, and I knew how to install and I knew what I needed to do. But being a technician for another company, didn't know my price points, didn't know what my value was. There was a lot of aspects about running a business that a technician never learns working for somebody else. So I've been at it for 13 years, so I'm still learning today what I'm supposed to be doing as a business owner.
That's great. Always learning. Yeah. So I'm sure Las Vegas has some unique and vibrant opportunities here, with all the casinos, all the residential development. How has being based in Las Vegas influenced your business strategies and decisions?
Well, being based in Las Vegas really wasn't a choice. It was a necessity because this is where I lived. Versus some of the areas I've been in, Vegas has a lot more diverse culture as far as business, as far as casinos and not the nightlife and stuff. So coming from a background of industrial applications and more residential, I kind of had to learn the ins and outs of how to move around the entertainment business per se. I mean, I don't get into it that much, but it does affect a lot of what I do and the hours people keep for one instance. So It does create some different dynamics that I've never had to face before.
What advantages do you see in operating in Las Vegas?
I think some of the advantages is Las Vegas is ever growing and ever changing. It seems like it's a constant upward shoot. We got a lot of influx from California coming in. We got a lot of people from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. Being based in Las Vegas puts me ideally located because I can help them achieve what they need electrically, no matter what part of the country or the world they're from.
Yeah, definitely. What advice would you have for somebody just starting out with their entrepreneurial journey?
Well, if you want to start a business, run the other direction. That'd be a good step. But if you decided you were serious, really understand your background, your demographics that you want to aim for.
Yeah.
Not knowing your customer and your niche.
Mm-hmm.
If you broadband too much, you spread yourself out way too thin, and then you miss a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. So, building and sustaining a successful business often requires adaptability. Can you tell us about a time where you had to pivot or make a major change in your business model?
When I first started, it was just me and my wife. We was just a one-man show, very happy, but we realized that having a one-man show is not good for retirement. So we made a major pivotal change in 2016. We decided to grow, just do electrical only. And then in 2019, we decided to open a full shop with employees, vans, infrastructure, a lot of bills. With that comes a lot higher customer base and more notoriety. And so it's, that. So,
yeah, definitely. So, achieving a work life balance can be challenging for a lot of business owners. How do you manage your professional and personal life effectively, especially in a city as dynamic as Las Vegas, where you may get a call at 1 a.m.?
I would say I failed miserably, to be honest. PDQ is my business, it's my life, it's my baby. And as a business owner, I put in, 12 to 14 hours a day, but I've had to lately to realize that to run a business successfully, you got to take off some of those hats and delegate, or you just don't give yourself a early heart attack or a stroke. And and you got to remember that we're here to work so we can go play. We're not here just to work. And so it's just keeping your focus on what's in priority is your family, and your time with your family it's hard, it's challenging, but it can be done.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you stay motivated to avoid that burnout in such a demanding environment?
I find it actually rather easy. I'm a workaholic already by nature. So for me, the dial back is the hardest part, not to go to
Yeah.
work. I like working. I like what I do. I really enjoy electrical work. I don't do as much of the work now as I used to because I'm an owner, but I do enjoy the people that I get to go visit and see and, build relationship with my customers. That's very gratifying. Almost as gratifying as going in, installing the lights and turning on the switch because you can see your work, and it's good. I like it. I don't find I don't find I have a motivational issue. It's just sometimes dragging me away from the office is the hard part.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, since Las Vegas is so diverse in its industries, can you share any insights into how you've tapped into or leveraged this diversity for your business success?
That's an interesting question. I have found that the diversity here is really no different from any other city I've been to. You have residential, you have commercial, you have industrial, and they're all pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
It's sometimes in those particular windows is what kind of work. Like, for example, from where I'm from home, had a lot more mills and plants. Where in Las Vegas, we have a lot more. We got slight manufacturing to warehousing, and so it's electrical is really electrical. It's really super easy. It's just finding the right niche and making sure that you understand what you need to give to the customer.
Definitely. Definitely. So networking is often crucial for your business growth. Can you share some tips on building meaningful connections with Las Vegas business community?
If you'd asked me 10 years ago how important networking is, I'd have told him it's not important. I'm from the old school. Let my
Yeah,
work show my light the way. But networking is absolutely probably the most crucial point of your business. If you don't understand who your customers are and how to reach them, the work they won't come to you. You will have to try to go to them and convince them of your worth. And it's networking is like synapses in the brain. You can have one brain cell, but it doesn't do you any good. But if you have all these different connections, you get a lot more work.
absolutely. Absolutely. I hear a lot of business owners, they start their business and just wait for their phone to ring, not realizing they got to be the one doing the outreach and letting people know they've started a business and what they're doing. Naturally, people won't just find them online or run into them at the grocery store and find out they're running a new company that needs clients and customers.
The
Bring them
big
up.
word in today's marketing is organic. Everything's organic. But when you're looking for a customer, sitting back and wait for it to organically come to you is you're going to get very old and dusty and full of cobwebs before that first customer calls you.
Yes, yeah, that's right. That's right. Are there any specific events or organizations you'd recommend for somebody new in the electrician industry?
I've always been a big fan of the marketing, but lately I've been getting into an organization called BNI, Business Networking Individuals.
Yeah,
That's really expanded my networking horizons with a lot more people that are like-minded business owners. And by sharing referrals with them, they share with me. Some of the other marketing streams and avenues is you've got to really have your Google presence solid. If you
definitely.
don't understand it, it's well worth the money to invest into an individual that understands how to make your Google work, because you have to face it, the whole world runs on Google. And if Google doesn't rate you, nobody else will.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I think you're right. You need that holistic marketing approach where part of it's in person, part of it's online, part of it's reaching out to customers, letting them know your business exists and is accepting new business at this time. So, of course, like all businesses, failures and setbacks can be part of the journey. Can you share a challenging moment in your career and how you overcame it?
Hmm, that's a tough question, really. COVID was a major setback, to be honest.
Yeah,
It basically shut my doors for almost 3 months completely. I laid everybody
wow.
off, and not knowing how I was going to recover from
Yeah,
that catastrophic event. It wasn't so much as catastrophic as it was nobody understood what to do. And then once I understood that I became through research that I was actually a essential business, then
yeah,
how to jump onto that bandwagon as an essential business and how I can make it work for me. And once the initial shock of the COVID shutdown was over and started brainstorming with my business manager and my media expert, there was ways for me to use it to my advantage and to grow despite the economic impact that gave everybody.
definitely, definitely. How did that experience impact your resilience now as a business owner? What have you learned from that?
I literally learned, and and it's funny because it's an old age adage: don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, excellent advice.
And when I shut my doors, I had all my eggs in one basket. Now I kind of diversify out. I don't rely on one media source. I have multiple media sources, and there's so many out there you can do. You can do your RSVP cards, you can do your social media, you can do your Yelp, your Google. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And that's what hurt me when it shut down. I literally had all my stuff with Yelp.
Yeah,
Now I'm on Google, I'm on social media, I'm on Facebook, I'm on BNI, I'm on all these different platforms. And there's hundreds and hundreds of platforms you can go on to. But you just got to find the ones that work for you. And I built them one at a time instead of just shotgunning do them all. I picked one or two, did those, and okay, then added one more, then I added one more, and that's helped me to be more sustainable and to have a more even workflow because now I'm relying on multiple platforms to give me the work I need.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. A holistic marketing approach, having more than one avenue, because all of a sudden, if Yelp changes its algorithm or Yelp has somebody that spends more than you have to have something else that you can quickly and easily bring up additional business so that
Yes.
you don't have the ups and downs of normal business. You kind of have that steady line of ways of bringing in new clients. I agree with you.
Data and technology is constantly changing, and they're always changing the rules. And unless you can stay one step ahead of them, you better have a couple approaches for success.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, as a successful business owner, I'm sure you have a vision for the future. What are your goals and aspirations for your business and your role in the Las Vegas community?
I strive really hard to be a top competitor in my industry. It's just a competitive spirit, but I also want to offer the best that I can to my customers at the best value. I'm out to build customers for life. I don't need the one big win from every person. I would rather have a whole bunch of little ones that from my friends and customers. And, I want you to call me for the next 20 years, not just the one time. And keeping that attitude kind of keeps me humble and keeps me getting greedy.
Yes.
I tell my guys, just treat everybody like they're your mom. Would you do that to your mom? We don't do it to our customers.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's great advice. Can you share any upcoming projects or initiatives you're excited about?
Well, a lot of the things that it's the newest technology on the market is LED lighting. That's probably the most exciting and fun stuff. With the cost of Nevada Energy raising the rates literally every 3 months right now,
Yeah.
it's going to get to the point we can't afford our electric bills. And if you're not taking advantage of the technology of LED and the grants and the programs out there for it, you're really losing out. You're losing out tremendously. The hardest part of the sale of LED is the upfront cost is pretty expensive. But if you do your ROI over time, LED pays for itself hands down plus some. And it's almost better than, putting your money in the savings account at the bank. It's better money. You get a better
Wow.
return.
That's great. Finally, reflecting on your business journey so far, what is one piece or a mantra that you carry with you in your business endeavors?
A mantra.
Yeah.
Smile and have fun.
Yeah.
When you're working, if you're miserable, you need to find a new career. If you're not having fun anymore, it's time to go find something else because you have to do this until retirement.
That's right.
And what's the point of being miserable until you retire?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I've heard a rumor that you've been nominated for something with the NFL. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, we are a woman-owned business. My wife is the majority holder and owner, and she pretty much tells me what to do, even at home.
As she should.
But yeah, I know. I like where I sleep and eat. We were chosen to be part of the NFL Business Connect, and basically we're on the vendors list for the NFL. When they come to town to set up their events, we're in part of their catalog or their vendors list that people can look through and say, hey, I need the electrician to come work on my lights or add a plug or whatever. And so we're kind of on the
Yeah,
list.
that's great.
So it's given me a little notoriety because I'm part of the NFL, but I haven't got anything yet. But it's still to come. Still early. Super Bowl's not here yet.
Yeah, there's still
And
time for you to suit
my age will take it all the way this year.
up. That's right.
Not football.
That's right. Wonderful. So, yeah. Can I ask, what's the last book you read?
Last book I read was by this guy named Tim Knifton. In fact, got it right here on my desk. It's really weird, you know.
Oh, wow.
I actually made him sign it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know he could write, but he signed my book just wonderfully. So Tim's book is I'm through like 90% of it, but I keep flipping back to areas. It's like, okay, I didn't understand. Let me go back. I'm a slow reader. It takes me like about 8 reads before I understand what the book said. You know, unless it's a cartoon book, you know, then that's pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll work on that for my next one.
Yeah. Put in pictures for us dummies. Lots of pictures.
Lots of pictures. That's perfect. All right. So, one last question. You know, what's your favorite drink right now?
What is my favorite drink? My people here at the office know if they get between me and my coffee, they may die. So don't get between me and my coffee. I'm not much of a drinker as far as adult beverages, but every once in a while, it's going to be a Tito's and cranberry.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
about every 3 months, I have one. You know, but yeah, mainly it's coffee, and it, you know, causes a lot of problems with my doctor and everybody else telling me how much I drink. I'm happy. Just keep it coming.
Yeah. Just be happy. Enjoy what you do. Well, that's perfect. Well, I want to thank you, Shane Hayes with PDQ Electric. We're now signing off the Vegas Business Spotlight. Thanks for listening again, and we'll have you on the show again in a couple months. And signing off.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Vegas Business Spotlight. For more inspiring stories and insights from the Las Vegas business community, be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform. And remember, you can catch new episodes each week at vegasbusinessspotlight.com, where we keep the spotlight shining bright on the entrepreneurs who make Las Vegas thrive. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next week.